Hello guys, it's Kitsune Katie here, and I'm with my very good friend TKDono. Dono, would you like to say anything?
I'm hungry.
I mean, aren't we all?
If you couldn't figure it out by the kind of channel you're already visiting, I also make anime content on YouTube. So how are you fine people doing? And how are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing alright. This is a big surprise. Someone who does anime content? I didn't know, although I've already reached out. What?
Wow, insanity.
Alright, well anyways, today we're going to be talking about Gakkougurashi, and we're going to be looking at Gakkougurashi from two different perspectives. One from someone who enjoyed the horror elements in Gakkougurashi, and
someone who flipping hated the horror element of Gakkougurashi, alright?
Gakkougurashi is one of those anime where you do not want to spoil yourself before you go in. We can't really talk...
100%.
Exactly, it's like Madoka Magica. You can't really talk about the anime, otherwise you ruin the entire premise of the story. So if you haven't seen Gakkougurashi, I seriously recommend that you go and watch it before you watch this video, otherwise you'll be ruining the experience for yourself.
If you don't come back, I hope you step in a puddle with socks on.
And you have no fresh pair of socks to change into.
Moral of the story, you don't want to spoil it, so just go watch it, come back, you know, do your thing, you know, maybe get some popcorn, glass of water, favorite blanket, tuck yourself in, and then come back and watch, and we'll talk about the amazing anime that is Gakkougurashi.
Alright, well anyways, so let's get into the video. Dono, what were your initial impressions of the twist in the first episode?
Nobody saw that coming. If you did see it coming, you must be some sort of soothsayer wizard that can see the future, alright? Because there was no way in heck that you could tell that this was a zombie-themed anime from the very first episode.
Yeah, dude, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? This is a slice of life, just super cutesy, like, Yuki's just running all over the place, trying to catch Toromaru, and it's, like, super cute or whatever. And I didn't, like, I know there are, like, small details with the anime that, like, you could be like, wait a minute, because I remember, yeah, because, like, there's, like, a scene, I actually just watched Urban's video on why he loves Gakkougurashi. Also, go check out Urban, he's a really great anime YouTuber as well, and I love that video, but, he mentions how there's a scene in Gakkougurashi where Yuki goes up to Ri-san, and she tells her that she almost went home, and Ri-san was like, oh, that was a close call. And they're like little things here and there, but you don't really pick up on it.
Yeah, you can tell that something's off.
The windows, you know, they looked fine because it's like you're viewing the world through Yuki's eyes. But as soon, like, for, like, just a second, you saw that the windows were broken, and you're like, why are the windows broken?
What's going on?
Yeah.
This is terrible because we both have such just, like, short attention span.
I know. This is a little rough. Anyways, okay. What are your thoughts on Yuki's traumatization?
I don't really understand how, because I know PTSD is a thing, but, like, I don't understand how one can, like, view the world completely differently. Like, in a sense of, like, they're hallucinating, basically. Like, in essence, it sort of makes sense, but I can't wrap my brain around how, like, I'm so messed up to the point of which, like, my brain literally forces everything to be normal in order for me to go on living.
I don't get that either, because, like, at the end of the first episode, you see Mikun with Yuki, and Yuki's just, like, in the room, blood is on the walls, the windows are shattered, desks are splayed here and there. It's very obvious that, like, some very horrible thing happened.
It's like, what happened here? She's like, what are you talking about?
It's like, what do you mean? How can you not see? Like, how, I don't understand, like, how she can't see, like, the blood splatters, like, how she sees everything fine. Because she sits down in a desk, right? And, oh gosh, she has to, like, talk to Megune, and she had to have a desk set up. It's not just, like, you know, upside down in the corner of the classroom. It's set up right. Someone had to set that up. Like, did she set that up? She's like, hold up, let me just, like, clean the blood off of the counter.
She doesn't notice that. She's like, oh, whoopsie, you know, like, there's another scene that I remember where she's talking into an empty room, and it's when we first find out that Megune is dead.
Yeah.
Like with the little music player, the jukebox, or whatever you want to call it. And it's just like, she's like, what are you talking about? Megune's right there holding it. And it's just like, oh, Megune, you're so clumsy, or whatever happened, and she like sees that it's broken. But to us, it's just like, there's nobody there. There's just a broken music player. And that was such a well put together moment at the point at which we noticed that, like, oh crap, this person doesn't exist anymore. And everybody's just going along with it. That's creepy as heck.
Yeah, it's like one thing to have Yuki, you know, like visualize everything as like perfectly fine, but it's another thing to have Yuki visualize your dead friend.
It's a tragedy wrapped up and tied with a bow, a slice of life. You know, like it looks okay from the outside, but if you get into it, it's messed up. It's like if you get chocolates at See's Candy and it has like the nasty, like gooey stuff in the middle that tastes like medicine.
It's very true. Oh my god, Megune hit me.
I don't like that.
I loved that. I love that. I was like, because I totally didn't notice it. Like, and I should have seen it coming, because in the opening, she's not running with them, right? Like she's not there. The only times you see her is like a flash for like a quick second. Just
but you're not paying attention to that when you're first watching it, because
exactly.
you're not expecting anything.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, it's okay. Like she was with them on the roof when everything went down, so she must be with them now. You know,
she's fine.
You know what's kind of crazy though? Remember when they decided to have a test of courage moment, and the girls went to the library because they wanted to get like a few books here and there? Well, there was a zombie in the library, right? And who was Yuki with? She was with Megune, and Megune is not alive.
She was just in there by herself.
Yeah, so like within that moment, Megune was the reason why Yuki didn't die right then and there, because like she covered Yuki's mouth and like turned around like the corner in the bookshelf. This is before we know that she's dead.
Okay, that's one of the things that I don't really like about either shows or writing, when like things like that aren't explained. It's like, oh yeah, her spirit guided her away from the zombie. It's like, no, that doesn't happen.
The question I have here is, did Yuki know it was a zombie and just like with her trauma imagined Megune to help her through the situation and just like decided to ignore it and like view it as a ghost, like what she said? She was like, oh, that was a really scary ghost or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's a ghost. It's not gonna hurt you if it touches you, right? Yeah, or was it actually like Megune? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm happy that it ended the way it ended, though. How Megune was actually put to rest by Miku because she bit Kurumi.
I feel like that she had a chance. Kurumi had a chance. It's the whole like relationship that they had with her, and I feel like it didn't help that they kept pretending that she was alive, you know? So I feel like if they hadn't just kept pretending that, then that could have solved everything, and it might even have helped break out of the hallucination.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if someone told Yuki-kun, like, Yuki, you need to stop this, like we're in an apocalypse right now, you need to be serious, then so many things, like, okay, Kurumi-chan, like we can't say for sure, but like there's a possibility that she wouldn't have hesitated. I mean, like, let's be real, she probably still would have hesitated, but not to the point where like she hesitated long enough to let Megune bite her.
How frozen do you have to be to get straight up like face-to-face bitten with someone?
Yeah, and these aren't zombies that are fast, you know what I mean? They're not clickers in The Last of Us.
This is true, they aren't speedy. They're like, you can hear them coming from a mile away.
Yeah, and Kurumi was pretty far away from Megune. The fact that Yuki is pretending about everything, it's just a dangerous method, you know what I mean? Like, it's not beneficial to leave someone ignorant about the world around them.
Yes, and it is mainly Yuri's fault, okay? Because she's like, oh no, we gotta protect her, we gotta let her envision all this craziness to be fine, because this is how she's coping with it, etc., etc. But in reality, like you were saying, that's just, it's not efficient, it slows everyone down, everyone has to keep pretending that, like, and the reasoning behind it's like, oh, we need to be positive, we need to keep our spirits up in order to get through this, and that makes sense, but there are other ways aside from letting somebody delusionally lead you to your death.
Yeah, and like what you said, I totally get it. People need to be positive in this time, because whenever like Yuki's not there, you know, the girls kind of just get like super depressed, like, oh, we need to like survive, and like we're running out of supplies and whatever. But I mean, like, they have Toromaru, right? Like I mean, like, it's depressing or whatever, but like Yuki needs to know about the situation around her. Also, I want to talk about how the zombies keep their memories. which is kind of terrifying if you think about it.
Yeah, the fact that people have memories from when they were alive only makes it like even creepier.
Exactly. It humanizes something that should be dehumanized. I mean, it shouldn't be dehumanized, but it's something that supposedly the soul has passed on. But because they retain their memories, it adds to the horror elements. But anyways, you had some thoughts on the ending.
For those of you who haven't seen the ending, tune off now and go watch it and come back. The ending, the way that they get the zombies to go away is like, she goes on the loudspeaker and she's like, alright guys, it's time to go home, have a good day, blah 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 blah, and then everyone just turns around and leaves. You could have survived for the rest of your entire life in that school if you had done that from the beginning. And like, you could have survived in there longer until you came up with a better, more thorough plan as to how to travel, find more survivors, get into a group. How did you not think of that before?
Maybe it has to do with the fact that only Yuki could have thought of that, you know what I mean? But I feel like it was kind of a cop-out. What I found to be even more of a cop-out was the fact that there was the cure inside of the school.
The cure was BS. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Meg couldn't get to the box in time. It's like, bug it. She's writing names. You can see her blood-stained palm marks on top of the guy.
Yeah, like, and we don't know if she was alive when she, like, tried to, like, you know, get the cure, or if she was dead, because if she was alive, she was right there. Like, literally, that's so depressing.
It's like, wow, that's really convenient. It's
yeah.
a great time to turn into a zombie is like when you're on top of the cure. If it was anything like Kurumi, it would have taken her like 12 years to turn, and she would have actually turned all the way.
Well, if you're a main character, you have extra plot armor to keep you going with that, but yeah.
Your immune system happens to be boosted to the point of which it takes you forever to turn into a zombie.
I mean, like, I'm happy that they, you know, got the cure and that Kurumi is alive now, because I actually really liked her character. But at the same time, like, it's just, why is the cure in the basement? Like, of course it is.
Like, it's the most inconvenient spot is where the cure is. And it's not even like there was like one batch and Megane was like, oh, you know what, I'll leave it for them if they really need it. And it's like, I'm willing to die. But there were multiple things.
Why didn't Megune tell them in the first place about the cure?
I mean, she may have known, or it could have been like something that they didn't actually think was going to happen, so they didn't instruct them on like, hey, this is where the cure is, etc., etc. So she may have only like briefly heard about it, or it was a rumor or something like that.
But didn't she like read the document? Like, it was in her stuff.
And that's true. I don't know.
They knew that the disease was going to happen, like the zombie apocalypse was going to happen before it actually happened. Like, they're like, oh, we're using this as like a form of biological warfare. I'm like, against who?
We're trying to take out humanity.
Like, what is this? Is this like some weird science project that the science club came up with?
Like...
Everything is so convenient in Gakkougurashi, with like the school having as many resources as it does. I don't understand, and I want to understand. Yeah, I want to read the manga to know where it goes, but at the same time, like, the anime did such a good job of at least like just, you know, with like the animation and the music and making it scary in artistic depiction, that I want to like wait, you know, and be surprised if they ever make like if they ever make a second season. Yeah, so I think we should start wrapping up here. We talked a lot about everything that happened in Gakkougurashi. Is there anything that you'd like to talk about further, Dono?
I don't think so, but if you are curious about what happens next and you're not worried about possible spoilers for a possible second season, definitely go check out the manga. It's 100% worth it.
Sounds good. I might check it out. I'm not gonna make any promises, but... So that was a very nice, fun video. I hope that I can collab with you in the future, Dono.
Yes, of course. It'll be fantastic.
Okay, Dono, self-plug.
Self-plug? Okay, yes. Do I have like a time limit or just go?
No, just go.
Okay, well,
no time limit.
If you guys are interested in the content that I make, you can check out my channel at youtube.com/TKDono. That is TKDono. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TKDono_, Instagram at TKDono_, or Twitch TKDono. Yes, we'll have a fun time, lots of amazing content, and I hope to see you there.
Alright, well anyways, it was very fun having you on. I'll see you guys next time. Of course.
Matane!